a new studio today. Going to film a little piece about some of my books and working with my new studio floor with sort of a full screen thing. So going to go live and here goes. And that didn't work. Going to go and press one key. This is always the joy of going live. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. Here goes. Hey, Futurist Jim Carroll here, and I want to talk about my newest book, Think Small, Delay Now, Move Slow. Talk about a strategy for getting ahead in perilous times. But look, that's really not the name of my latest book. It's called Think Big, Start Small, Scale Fast. And that's the guidance that you need to get through these pandemic-oriented times in this very complex economy, because change is happening faster than ever before. Now, I've written a whole bunch of books through my 25-year career. The one prior to that one, it wasn't called The Future Belongs to Those Who Are Slow. It's called The Future Belongs to Those Who Are Fast, because it's our speed, it's our ability that defines our success. I did not write a book called Ready, Set, Wait. It's called Ready, Set, Done, because the whole concept was to innovate before you needed to innovate to get ahead of trends. I actually wrote a book called What I Learned from Frogs in Texas. And look, the business parable in that book was that the frogs weren't watching the trends and they ended up as roadkill. And you might very well end up in roadkill in this economy if you aren't paying attention to the trends, if you aren't disrupting yourself before a disruption happens, because history is littered with failure of the organizations who didn't keep up with the reality of what was going on around them. Look what happened to Kodak. They never asked themselves the question, what if people didn't want to actually buy cameras that had film? Look what happened to Blockbuster. They never asked themselves the question, what if people don't actually want to come to us to get movies? What if they would like them actually delivered via computer technology to their home? Look at Polaroid. What if people actually didn't want to print pictures? And look at Blockbuster. And look at BlackBerry. What if people wanted to do more than send text messages on their mobile devices? You know, history is littered with those who have failed. And every single one of those 4 books that I've written from 2004 onwards has covered what you need to do to align to the future of trends, align to the future of reality, align to the future of innovation, creativity, and disruption. And I cover a lot of these trends on my website. There's a page, disruption.jimcarroll.com, which covered before the pandemic and before the global economic meltdown, the disruptive trends which would change your world. I would challenge you to go back right now and read this page to discover what disruptive forces are at work, that if you don't carefully guard for them, you might end up as a BlackBerry, as a Polaroid, as a Kodak, as one of these organizations who failed to keep up with the future. Futurist Jim Carroll, disrupt yourself before you're disrupted. And that's it. Hopefully that's going to work. That's the new studio. And just realized I got flip-flops on, but you know, what the heck, you got to do what you got to do.